coming to you with Heat 6 to give you your Duck Derby fix. This is going to be an excellent race with a new course with different obstacles. Excited to see how our floaters end up doing today. Let's go ahead and meet them. We have SWAT Duck, Panda, Digital Duck, Snowy, Elephant, and Ducky Roosevelt. Let's go ahead and kick it on over to the Mallard of Ceremonies, who has SWAT on the sidelines as the top donator. Heat 6 kicks off with SWAT Duck shooting first out of the gate with Panda right behind him. Digital Duck, drifting off course, is losing a lot of speed, and that's allowing Elephant to expertly navigate around him down the course and into third. Looks like Ducky Roosevelt is caught in a whirlpool, pulling him backwards on the course, towards the starting line. Definitely not the direction you want to take. We saw that strategy not work well for Firecracker in an earlier heat. Hopefully he can overcome and get swimming in the right direction. Panda has passed SWAT, overtaking the first position. Digital Duck continues to float on the outer side, slowing down just a bit, allowing Snowy to catch up. Now on this new course, you'll notice far less obstacles such as the large rocks and branches that we saw on the previous course, but that doesn't mean that it's without its dangers. The trees growing on the right side of the course have been known to swallow up racers that float too close to their hungry branches. Fortunately here, most racers are keeping their wits about them and keeping to the center of the river. Roosevelt finally broke free of the whirlpool, but there's a pretty big gap between him and the other competitors. He'll need to find an opening in the swift current to make up time. Now, SWAT is fighting to take back his lead, but it looks like Elephant thundering up the course passes him and fights their way into second, taking advantage of yet another racer losing the current. Oh, Panda swam too far off the side, enticed by the shade provided by the overhanging plants on this hot summer day, and gets caught in the branches. He vanishes from sight, and the fans swimming through the course are sending shockwaves, most likely in their minds, preparing the racers for the upcoming waterfall. Panda's now fallen into third, into fourth, and if he wants a chance to win, he'll need to break free quickly. Even Digital Duck is passing him now, and all hope looks lost as Panda fails to resurface. Now as we switch to the next camera, we can see that Elephant is the first to safely clear the waterfall with the string of racers following his path around the treacherous obstacle. You can see how much it's shaking up Snowy in the background. As our racers clear the waterfall, they'll want to drift to the right of this rock obstacle here in front of our camera. Floating too far left will get you stuck and knocked out of the race. Whoa, SWAT barely made the right side, clinging to that rock and kicking with his flippers with all his might to stick to the right. We're now getting a report from Riptide that a Panda is officially stuck and finished in the race. His race ends with a 37% finish. He had a good run. Next time he'll need to make sure he eats before the race so he doesn't get distracted by a mid-race leaf snack. Snowy toppled through the rock debris on the left side, fortunately finding a clearing over the rocky barricade. And Ducky Roosevelt peeking around the corner as Digital Duck clears the obstacles, reminding us that he's still in the race and we shouldn't forget about him. Elephant, just cruising now, goes straight through the middle of this course, avoiding each of the low-hanging branches here that threaten to slow you down. SWAT Duck is giving chase, but the gap is widening a lot as he comes in contact with, not one, but two of the branches. You can see Snowy and Digital Duck coming up in the back, neck and neck for that third place spot, but Snowy gives up some ground and allows Digital Duck to reclaim his third place position, at least as of now. And once again, Ducky Roosevelt playing I Spy in the background as he sneaks onto our camera angle just before switching views. Oh, but Snowy hits a branch and hard, almost coming to a complete stop. Elephant, takes the checkered flag as the first finisher and claims their spot in the championship. SWAT came close at the end, but not enough to overtake Elephant. He takes the second place finish. This new course will be used for the remainder of our Charity Series races. Although it's the same distance of the course used in heats 1 through 5, it has a much stronger current, which will lead to significantly quicker times. Digital Duck coming through in a third place finish, must have used his smaller build to zip through the obstacles and widen the gap between him and Snowy. Snowy comes in fourth, and Ducky Roosevelt coming in for fifth. This was a pretty close race. There was only about 30 seconds between first and fifth place. That's a pretty tight finish in contrast to the previous heat, where there was over 3.5 minutes between first and last. Let's shoot it on over to Grizzly, who snagged our first place finisher, Elephant. What a convincing finish by our 4th place starter, Elephant, to take the crown in Heat 6. He will be joining our other heat winners in the championship. Now we only have 2 heats left, 7 and 8, which will be airing over the next week. Be sure to subscribe and check them out to see which of our racers end up claiming the top of the podium.